Hello, welcome to Trend Settings episode 68. Julian, turn your volume down for goodness sake. But keep sharing, bruh. I'm okay with that, bruh. We are group settings. This is Trend Settings. We are live. Sorry we're late. It's 8:18. We try to go at 8 every time. It just never happens because, you know, life gets in the way.
Because Jono comes late.
Wow.
No.
You're just going to throw
I'm
him
calling
out like
you
that?
out.
You're going to...
I'm
Has
calling you out.
nothing to do with us being late.
Okay. Let's throw all of us down to the bus, right?
Come on, guys, I can see myself.
Oi, so, you know what we do in this show? We talk about what's trending. We talk about
Trending.
the entertainment. We talk about the something else. And then we talk about the real stuff. And then we talk about something else. And then we talk about the weird stuff. And then we talk about science and technology sometimes.
You've added
or other things.
something else.
What's the something else?
The something else is I couldn't remember what the next one was, so I was fumbling through it to come up with
real
new
talk.
things. Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
my name is Ali.
The front TV is off.
Oh.
Introduce yourself
All right.
while he fixes it.
I'm Jazzy Jules.
I'm Jono.
And my name is Chris.
Who's first? Who's got
I'm
the
first.
topic?
Oh, number
Oh.
one.
Oh.
Entertainment. But Chris has christened it something else.
Are you not entertained?
Sorry if that hurt,
Should hurt.
but things hurt, you know? Things hurt. So, first up, Amazon, right? They used to just sell books, but now they're selling everything.
The Grand Tour. Top
Like,
Gear.
for instance, I'm not sure where that volume's coming out of. I'm just trying to turn everything down. But, okay. So,
Out of your
Amazon,
headset?
right? Yep, that's probably it. Yep. Okay, we're back. So, are you not entertained? This week, we have two things in the Are You Not Entertained? Because there's just so much going on.
What?
So, Amazon bought the Lord of the Rings TV rights for $250 million.
That's a lot of dollars.
Yes.
MG.
That's a
Wow.
lot of
A
cashola.
lot of
Tolkien's
cash.
estate must be rolling in it.
Yeah, and
Chrissy Tolks.
fun
Yeah.
fact, do you know how much, actually you can guess, how much do you think J.R.R. Tolkien got paid for the movie rights in the 60s?
20
$100 million.
Um,
20 bones.
$100,000.
Not much.
He's the closest. It's 250 grand.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, yeah? That's not bad back in the 60s.
60s money.
Yeah, well, if you think that, that's cool. But it's actually the biggest TV rights deal for literary works ever.
That was, or this is?
Ever.
This is.
This
the
is.
250
Right.
million.
$250 million is
250,000.
bigger than 250,000.
You could have worked that out. I think.
Inflation. Heard of it?
To ask that question.
I have heard of it. But, so, things are happening. And so, okay, facts first before we discuss.
Drop the fact.
If they make a Game of Thrones like style or size show in terms of budget, to make up for this purchase, they're going to have to get 1.5 million more subs.
That doesn't seem like that much.
Seems
That's what
reasonable.
I thought.
Because
And-
I would sub for this.
Yeah.
And current estimates have Amazon at 66 million already. So
1.5 million subs to cover that cost.
yeah, so they're saying
That's crazy.
250 million. Doesn't actually sound like that much when you go into
That's a
the
bargain.
mechanics of it. Yeah.
Compared to Netflix's $8 billion budget each year
For
for
what?
content.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
They do make a lot more shows though.
yeah, but I didn't realize Amazon was doing that well.
Yeah, well,
Top Gear must have been a good buy.
well, that's the point. Is Amazon's not just media; they sell
Books.
literally everything.
Everything.
But the subs are specifically for the TV.
It's
aren't they?
Amazon Prime, but that's also a delivery service.
Oh, wait,
But
do
you,
sub-
but you get both.
Oh.
But you don't here because we're a backwards nation.
Oh.
They're coming. They're coming.
So here you would only get the TV.
Along with
Yeah.
Ben.
Okay. So you get less here.
Yeah.
For same money?
Probably
I think
more money.
I think it's actually the same. Yeah, it's around the same.
Right.
But it'll probably go up when the delivery part comes in, though.
Yeah, right.
Because, taxes in Australia.
But it's going to be UAVs and they're not going to cost anything.
Yeah, well,
Can
they're
you-
going to cost privacy.
Because the UAV can
lives.
find you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, so, discussion. What would be a great Lord of the Rings TV show? Because you've read it.
Yeah.
You have read it?
Many times.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Tolkien nerd, and I can't think of what they would do with it, because you wouldn't want to cover the same thing as the books, right?
They've said they're not.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
the movies. Sorry, not the books.
They're going into more the extended universe.
Yeah, okay, cool. So there's like the book called The Silmarillion, which comes before it, which would actually be awesome for a TV show.
Yeah. And every time I read it, I don't get all the way through it because I
Yeah.
really struggle with
It
that.
definitely needs a little updating to make it a TV show,
It's a bit
but
dense.
it's dense in the sense that a lot actually happens. So
Yeah.
and it's quite spread out
Very
as well.
expansive.
So if you're willing to like skip time quite a lot, as long as they do that, because if you got stuck bogged down in any of the characters, like I don't think any of them would do well in a TV show. I think it'd be a little dark and a little slow.
Nick has a terrible idea. The
What?
Adventures of Merry and Pippin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say no more hobbits.
Actually,
Gonna put that in
think
there.
about it though. Merry and Pippin, they've seen the world. They got their homies in the cool places. What if they do just go and have like a, like a Hangover style romp around Middle Earth? Because you know they love singing, they love eating,
They love
and they love
smoking the-
drinking, and they love smoking the hooch. Does that sound entertaining to you?
That hurts,
does.
that hurts
Very
every part of me.
No more
Inside.
hobbits, please.
Well, why not hobbits?
Yeah.
I'm just not
What's your
into
problem with
hobbits.
hobbits? I feel like
I
they
love
could
the
also
hobbits.
do some of the stuff that led up to the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
So like Aragorn has like a whole thing where like because he's actually really old, he'd like he had served like the King of Rohan, and which is like the horse guys in the movie, and he'd gone down and had battles. He used to be a commander in Gondor before the movie. He'd done a whole thing there for, you know, the crazy guy who jumps off the thing and commits suicide in Lord of the Rings at like the big
Yes.
white city, Denethor. His dad, Aragorn, was one of his captains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aragorn is
That's why Denethor is always jealous of him. Like, he actually hates him in the book.
the best.
Yeah.
And he's 86 in the movies, I believe.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
that
wow.
from the extended scenes. Because this was back when people still bought DVDs.
But I did read that they were doing prequel stuff.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, well,
Silmarillion
that would be
is.
the Silmarillion's a way back prequel.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much a prequel that it would be a little disconnected from the... Like, you wouldn't call it a prequel. It'd be like doing the Old Republic for Star Wars, right? So I think... I don't know if they'd do that just because it'd be so disconnected from the Lord of the Rings world. So they might not capture the film-only fans.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of stuff in that.
Do you think this show will be good?
There's too many variables. I
How-
think it'll be really hard to pull off, and they'll have to really take their time working out how the story should
Yeah.
go, and like the pacing of it'll be really tricky because it's
Yeah.
not paced for a TV show. A lot of time passes,
Yeah.
and it's written like a epic history kind of thing. So it's like this happened, and then like 500 years later, this happened. I don't know how you connect those two things. I mean, the characters are still alive because they're like elves, so they're like immortal.
That's true.
So you could go
Everyone's
back 1,000 years, and you could still have Elrond
the gang.
of Rivendell.
We have more ideas.
Galad.
The Bachelorette, but with dwarves.
Gross.
And also a Treebeard spin-off.
Nah.
We are
Which-
approaching this conversation at completely different levels.
Picking them.
Can you imagine a spin-off about Treebeard? It'd probably just be him walking to places. Oh, jeez, that'd be boring. And
It'd
It'd be
breathing.
him.
boring.
It'd be him looking for his wife because their whole story is they lost the women, the female
women
part of their
tree wives.
species. Yeah,
Which is like, how, right?
they disagreed with how they should live, and they just walked off and like
They
started
left.
farming
And they
instead
got
of living
lonely.
in forests.
Right. So the women tree started farming.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Far out.
Lord of the Rings. The movies.
Hmm.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Those movies are so good. The Hobbit was... I'm not really into The Hobbit.
Nobody is.
No, that was terrible.
A lot of people are like Hobbit apologists.
For the movie,
Yeah.
the book is great.
A lot of
The book-
people
yeah,
are
the
prequel
book- the book
apologists
was-
too, but that doesn't make them right.
Yeah, for Star
No, but
Wars.
like, there's a lot of people out there
Yeah,
who are
sorry.
like, go check out The Hobbit again. And I'm like, nah, I'm
No.
good, eh?
No, I'm not. No.
But I don't know how they could possibly capture this magic again.
Yeah, I think the part of the struggle would be because the Lord of the Rings is so recent. If you cover the same characters people are going to be like, that's not what that person should look like.
Yeah.
The energy they're giving off is that they're definitely not going to do that.
Like any of the same characters at all.
Yeah.
So then you'd be like, then the risk is like, okay, it's so separate.
It's not
that
interesting.
Like, yeah, people. It's not
Like-
going to capture people.
Like,
Do you want to hear about the fall of Numenor?
yeah.
Before
Or
any of the characters in Lord of the Rings were alive, except
Yes.
Elrond. Elrond
Yes,
was
I do.
around.
That's what I want.
because they've done this.
Elrond
They
was
made
around.
that Caprica show, which was a spin-off of the other sci-fi show that is eluding me for a second, but it was like the best sci-fi show ever.
Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Do you remember Caprica?
No.
Nobody does, because it was a spin-off show about a planet like before the uprising, and it was super uninteresting. So there's it could be dangerous, it could be great.
There's a lot of stuff there. Actually, I mean, the awesome thing they could do is go way back, right to the start, because the Silmarillion goes from the very beginning of the creation of Middle Earth, like the entire world. So it's like angels and stuff fighting each other, and creation of orcs, and like the first elves being born, and a
That
dude
could be
like
cool.
taking on a god, basically with a sword. There's an epic battle. There is a lot of amazing stuff. If they take the risk and go for it, then that would be amazing. If they go halfway because they're trying to like capture like the same audience and they're worried about that, then I think it'll be kind of crappy. It's gotta come across more like a complete epic. Like it's more like a Greek tragedy type. Almost I don't want to say it, but it's more like Clash of the Titans.
But
Ugh.
who?
Yeah, because that's gross, right?
who are
But
we
like you know
following?
that you know what I mean, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like a legend.
Who's
type
our
thing.
character? Who are we going to follow throughout all that?
I don't know. Because that's what I mean by the fact that it spans over so long.
They just have to
whole-
make stuff up, I guess, right?
There's epic
Yeah,
moments
true.
in it though. There's
Yeah,
a guy,
that's what I
like-
mean. Like they'd have to expand from a moment or one war, and just
I mean, some of the
Great,
like
yeah.
there is some characters you follow, like some of the human characters, but they're super sad stories, like really depressing.
I'm okay with depressing.
It would be very dark.
Just like The Crown.
Yeah.
You know what else happened in entertainment?
What?
Star Wars, right?
Mm.
Everybody loves Star Wars,
We love
Mm.
but we don't like things about Star Wars this
Oh.
time. You know what we don't like?
What?
Spending money?
That they're making another trilogy that's going to be unrelated.
Oh, I'm down with that.
That
And a
also
TV show,
happened,
right?
but that's not what we're talking about.
It's irrelevant. Stay on topic.
We're
please.
talking about microtransactions.
You.
So what are your guys' history with Battlefront?
Star Wars Battlefront, the EA video game.
I bought you the first
turn it
new
down.
one as a present
Oh,
with Dip.
what a good guy.
It wasn't very good, so I guess it didn't turn out to be a very good present. The original one was fantastic. The original Battlefront 2.
The
is
original two
amazing.
were fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't play the first one, but the second one was great.
Pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Just-
Well, that was good.
Less.
Right.
Okay, so Battlefront 2 just came out, right? Everyone's pumped. They put story in it. They put
Campaign mode.
yeah, campaign. It's what you call it? It's canon lore, which like
Ooh.
everyone's just clamoring for in Star Wars. But
Just
everyone's
wanna
hating
know
it
what happens.
because of the microtransactions.
Mm.
Bloody hell.
Why can't you just buy a complete game, right?
Let me tell you my experience. This happened to me like 6 hours ago, so it's pretty fresh.
Oof.
Oh.
I go into the store. I've got like 6 games to trade in because you know I'm a trader. I like to get the value
He's
out of the
trade, he
games.
doesn't
You know,
keep any games.
yeah.
It's good.
I need to give you a copy of Destiny back so you can trade it.
That's weird.
I want Destiny 2, bro. That's actually the one I don't trade because there's like always DLC coming out for it.
Yeah.
I digress. Battlefront 2. I go in. I'm like $120. Are you kidding me? And then I check the JB because JB is always cheaper than EB, and it's like $113. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, what is this game made out of? Gold?
It's the deluxe version, though.
Yeah, but it's the deluxe version. And you know what you get in the deluxe version?
What? No.
2 skins.
For who?
Kylo Ren and Rey. So the Last Jedi, Kylo Ren and Rey bonus thing.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's very uninteresting to me.
Yes,
But-
sure is.
What you also get is access to the game 3 days early.
I was getting there.
Sorry.
What else do you get?
You get to... this is the only game that's available.
Yeah.
I went today to buy the game. And I was like, $120? Similar story. But then I was like, I am not paying $120.
Not today.
I'm going to go tomorrow and buy this.
Not this guy.
No, because I saw
half
the
the
standard
price.
edition was $60. So I go and
$60.
I go, hey, you got a standard edition? Because I'm only seeing these special editions. He's like, yeah, not till tomorrow. I'm like, my day off isn't tomorrow, bro. Can you hook me up? And he said no. And he was Russian. But he was really nice about it.
No.
Niet.
And then he started telling me this story that we're going to go into about.
Right.
So, that's one part of it. That's like, it sucks that it costs so much. But you know what else sucks?
What?
It costs so friggin' much to get it 3 days early for no reason. And then when you get the game, you don't get Luke or Darth Vader at the beginning. You know,
Are they
the
the only two
staple
you don't
characters. There's other ones, but they're like
They don't
less
matter
cool.
as much.
It's
Like-
Luke. It's Luke and Vader. Like
Yeah.
they're Star Wars.
Exactly.
Do you have like Obi-Wan? Does it have everyone? Does it
No,
have the full
they're-
range?
Like they do this in that they don't give you everyone because they're going to charge you for more people.
DLC.
Like that's how EA's brain works. Is
Yeah.
Get more money for less game.
Money, money, money.
Well,
but you can earn
I mean, that's smart
credit,
business,
right?
Yeah. It just turns off your whole customer base,
You
right?
can unlock
Apparently
them
not, because
eventually.
people are paying 120, double the price to get 2 skins.
But so Reddit's gone all over this because so the stats will astound you guys, okay?
So didn't they do a ask me anything session?
I'll
Or
get
quick-
there.
Oh, thank you.
Just let him run with this.
Okay, so unlocking everything in the game, okay,
Mm-hmm.
takes 4,528 hours. Or $2,100.
Someone's done the maths.
Wow.
Yeah, there's subreddits specifically
Is
for
this
the math
the
of this.
original? This is their original in-game microtransaction.
Yes. I don't think they've
structure?
adjusted it for the adjustment.
Okay.
Well, they might have. I looked at it today, and this was it.
The adjustment is to unlock Darth Vader. It used to be like 75,000
Yeah.
whatever
Was
points.
Now
it they-
it's 15,000.
Jedi points. Now
I'm
it's
getting
15.
there. Though.
Yeah.
There's, how many things are we talking about unlocking though? We're talking about maps?
Everything. So that's people, guns, star cards.
Skins.
But it's not even everything, because once you unlock those things, you level them up as well. So
Ah.
there's more time you're going to need.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't care about leveling them up and you say you want to just play the campaigns and stuff,
good to go.
Okay.
you are good
Cor-
to go, right?
Mr. Corporate Shill over here.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, how much leveling up is actually necessary to play the game? Does it give you an advantage over other people if you're playing multiplayer to have a leveled up gun? Does it actually translate to multiplayer?
It's hard
Games?
to say, because I haven't played it enough yet.
I've
But
heard the star cards do.
yes, because they're abilities.
Yeah, right.
And abilities change the game a lot, because they're things like flying, different kinds of grenades,
Okay.
different buffs.
So if I pay, I can get star cards.
Yes.
Yes.
And if I have star cards, I'll be better.
Yes.
Well, that's silly.
And you level up your star cards, and then you get even better. So,
Does it kind of
Reddit just kind of spiraled out of control on this, and just kind of got crazy. And
That's
then
what a good Reddit
EA
does.
responded, because there was so much happening that they just felt like they had to respond.
Hmm.
And you know what their response is? I'll read it out because I actually typed it, because it's a little bit long enough to write out in my hand notes. Hello, notes. EA's response. The intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. As for cost, we selected initial values based on data from the open beta and the adjustments made to milestones rewards before each. Among other things, we're looking to average per player credit earned rates. And, okay, I'm not going to keep reading that because it's just...
It's boring PR
Yes.
stuff.
It's tosh.
This comment broke records. You know what it
Hmm.
broke the record for?
What?
It's the most downvoted comment of all time on Reddit.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
They did it.
You guys did it.
They did it, guys. EA finally broke the record. And you know, it's currently sitting at... I didn't write it down, but it was 680,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That's just Reddit people too. That's not even Facebook. That's not anything else.
Then
That's
they-
just
The
Reddit.
previous one was like 20,000.
Yeah.
Most downvotes.
Like, people don't mobilize. Like, I'm a positive guy. I like positivity on the internet, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're usually a pretty positive show. We try to give everyone a
Fair go.
the hearsay, the what. But right, I'm actually good. I'm okay with this negativity, because it seems to be like they're listening, and they actually have changed the game a little bit.
They reduced
a little bit.
They reduced the cost of the characters, but they also reduced the amount you get for the campaigns by the exact same amount.
Yes.
I didn't know about the campaign. But
Yeah, it was 75% less to get the characters, but you also get 75% less credits for a campaign.
Far out.
What?
It was like 15,000 before, and now it's 5,000 for a campaign, and I think the cost of the heroes went down by like 75%, so it's a little bit of a decrease, but it's still going to take you a long time to get them all. But haven't you kind of endorsed their strategy by paying $60 extra to get this game a day earlier?
Look, I'm in a different situation here. I needed to have the experience to be able to tell you guys about this, so that you can avoid these landmines.
Okay. So
I jumped on the grenade for you guys.
If this podcast wasn't a thing, would you have bought it? Still?
No, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The real factor was it was my day off and I had a lot of time to play video games.
That's literally the conversation they would have had in EA.
Have you
They would have
paid
been
for any
like-
characters?
But that's what makes it more evil. They're doing this with Star Wars. Like,
Yeah,
and they're doing it because they know they can, and it friggin' sucks because they're gonna make so much bloody money off this game because the game's actually awesome too.
So they'll be like, the chief financial officer will sit down with the marketing guys and they'll be like, this is going to really tick everyone off, and he's going to be like, are they still going to buy the game? And they're going to be like, yeah, pretty much. Then he's going to be like, all right, we're doing it anyway. The only way you could have stopped this from happening was not buying the game. If everyone had actually decided, we're not going to buy this game so that they don't do this anymore, maybe it would stop, but it's going to keep happening because they're getting the money for it.
I would have bought the game no matter what, just for the campaign thing.
Yeah, not do the microtransactions.
Like, I don't even care about the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm probably going to trade it in that 7-day money back guarantee thing.
Yeah, but they don't mind that either because they want your initial purchase. They're like, all right, we'll get your initial purchase. We'll get all the other people who are willing to pay the extra money to be better. So like they win. They win because you bought the game.
They've already won.
That's what sucks though.
Everyone's gonna buy the game knowing that it's got this flawed economy, and they get the money.
So, but where do we draw the line with these sort of things? Because then
We don't.
with everything, I think it just.
Some people do it right though. Like, no one has any problems with how Overwatch does their microtransactions.
Yeah.
But I think it's
True.
only just a matter of time when it becomes
But Overwatch draws a good line in that the only thing you can gain is
Cosmetic.
skins. It's purely cosmetic. You can't. It's not like there's a character you can't play because you haven't paid money, and it's not like there's a gun you can't use because you haven't paid money, and it's not like anyone's going to be any better because they've paid money. They literally just look cooler, so no one actually cares.
Yeah.
With this, it's like it actually has an effect on the mechanics of the game, the enjoyment of the game. You're playing a totally different character, as if you wouldn't want to play Luke or Darth Vader. Darth Vader more so. I think I'd be pretty upset to not play as Darth Vader in a Star Wars game.
Yeah, and like the ones they do give you is like Han and Lando and Boba Fett.
Oh.
So it's like, cool, the people who don't use lightsabers. I buy Star Wars to not use lightsabers.
And Bosk.
It annoys me that they made Boba Fett
Bosk.
good. Do you think about that? Because like the original, like...
I've always thought he was cool, but he didn't do much.
Cool,
in the
but yeah,
original.
he's not like scary in any way. He got beaten by a blind Lando.
Yeah.
He literally got accidentally hit in the back of his jetpack.
Yeah. Just put it
a little lie,
Rip.
Yeah. Classic Lando.
Rip
Do you reckon they're going to just beat Star Wars till everyone actually just stops caring about it?
Yes.
It's got to be a point where there's like they can't suck any money out of it anymore.
This one really sucks though, because the story is good so far, and I'm friggin' enjoying the hell out of it. And
yeah.
like, that's why it's so annoying, is because they're not gonna see the negative from the positive, because it's gonna be in like the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's
Because they're going to have people like you who are like, all right, I'm just going to play the campaign, whatever. And they'll get their money. And they would have gotten their money anyway if they had a proper economy and you gave you every character. And they're going to get all the other people who are like, I really want to play Darth Vader. I'm going to buy whatever it takes to get it.
yeah. And you know what? Microtransactions aren't a bad thing. They're a way for a game to make more money, and they're a way for games to stay the same price. Like, examples of good ones. Overwatch. I've spent money on loot boxes in Overwatch. Destiny charges you money when the new content comes out.
League of Legends.
I don't know how their microtransactions work.
Like Overwatch.
Oh, right. So microtransactions are good. They give the people who make the games more money. I am okay with that. Let's make more money. Let's make better games. Yahoo, right?
Yahoo!
It's the ones that intentionally like change the game to affect the game in a way that forces you.
It manipulates you
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
So the game, you're playing the game, and it's affecting you because it's making you spend more money, and that's affecting how you're playing the game.
Nick Fu just said Candy Crush.
Good one, Nick.
That's hilarious. I was
There is
playing
that.
Candy
There is
Crush
that
just
other
before this.
insidious side of like microtransactions in gaming that people are pointing out that it's similar to gambling. Like, it pushes the exact same buttons as gambling. It's if I pay money, I have a chance of winning something. That's like no different from a casino game.
Mm.
Is nobody freaking out about paying more to get it early? Because I'm not really big on the multiplayer.
120 to 160 to 60.
It is a big gap.
I don't do the loot boxes, whatever.
100%.
But to get this game 3 days early, you can pay just twice as much.
But you get the skins, bro. Don't forget about the skins.
Like, does this happen regularly? Like,
It's the first time I've seen it.
I've never seen that, and I'm like, well,
That doesn't freak me out.
are
'cause
lots
I
of
feel like
games going to
that's-
do this? Are movies going to do this?
That's what I'm saying. Where do you draw the line?
You know,
what is the driver
Yeah, but
of
there's
this?
nothing. There's nothing good about that.
Well-
That $120. That's the saying: "A fool and his money is easily parted." Right? Like only idiots and people who have to do podcasts would buy that.
Hey.
No, just fans. Fans would do
Fans,
it.
yeah.
So,
A day early.
so like, if you're, I don't know what you're into, Jono.
Lord of the Rings.
Okay, if the new Tolkien book is coming out, it's coming out next Thursday. If you could get it now for twice as much, would you get it?
No.
You just wait.
No, that happened with the last Tolkien book that came out. They had a hard copy and it was like double the price. I was like, nah.
I think Jono's different.
You're not a
than
real
most
fan.
people, but
You're not a real fan.
Yeah, I am. I'll just go read
You're
the
not a real
Silmarillion
fan.
again until it
Jono's
comes
got
out.
patience. Most people don't have patience.
I also,
I just don't have enough money to be that stupid.
Yeah.
If you have lots of money, I guess that's
I'm
fine.
with you too, but when will they stop? Like the new Marvel movie? Yeah, go see it like a week early for.
This is a
50
symbol of
bucks.
our own decadence. The
It's
fall
true.
of Rome is coming.
But I do think it shifts the gear from creating games for the enjoyment of it to raising revenue or just making money off of it. So they'll do whatever just to drain you of your dollars rather than making a game for people to actually.
Well, that's similar things.
Exactly.
So it's a shift
Julian.
of gear or marketing or that sort of a thing. So they'll give you what you could potentially have,
Which is
but
as
at
little
a-
as they
at a
possibly
price.
can.
Told you guys,
Yeah.
Disney, evil
So-
corporation.
And that's what I was saying with where do you draw the line? Because if gaming can do that, then it just spans into everything.
It's kind of free market capitalism to do that, though.
Yeah.
It's like it's done. The same things happen in sport, right? Sport is about squeezing as much money out of the fans as possible. So there's heaps of gambling ads, like heaps of ads in general. Like
Yeah.
it's all about how much money they can get. And they make
the money.
and you end up with like
And
a
so-
few very powerful like teams,
Mhm.
and then everyone else.
Yeah.
And-
So we're obviously seeing that coming into gaming now. with
Yeah,
all
you
of
get a
this.
few gigantic game titles. I don't know if it benefits gaming in general, because I doubt that goes to the game developers.
No, definitely
The
not.
extra profitability that EA gets
I
would
guess
go
we'll-
into licensing to Disney and then to their company and their shareholders.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
it's not going to the actual people who made the game, because like the amount of money extra they get, like people used to be able to make really good games with just the purchase price of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the microtransactions are just a way of increasing the profit margin.
What a sad world.
Totally.
we
What
live
if
in.
they put ads in games?
No deal.
They already have. But
Yeah.
you know who I feel sorry for to wrap this up? Is
Tony Abbott.
Janina Gavenka.
Oh, Janina.
She's the actress that plays the main chick in the campaign, and she is great. Because I listened to a podcast with her on it, and she just loved being in the game and loved making the game, and she really sold it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Good
and
job.
I imagine she's getting so much hate because of this.
People should know that it's not her fault, right? She's
Or
an
even the
actress in
game developer.
People on the internet don't know everything.
That's true. People on the internet are kind of dumb.
Hey, I'm on the internet.
But hey,
Yeah, we're kind of dumb. Have you heard our podcast?
last thing, and
We're so
I
dumb.
not entertained quickly. Chris and I saw Justice League today,
Mm.
What?
and you know what my review was it of it was?
Please tell me.
It didn't suck.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about all I've got to say about it.
Did you also think it didn't suck?
I thought it was garbage.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Ugh, you're the worst.
It looks garbage.
It's not garbage.
Okay. That would be a
Compared to the
surprise
other ones,
to me.
it's definitely not garbage.
No, that's a very low bar to set.
You can't say that.
What do you mean?
You can't say compared to this, it's
Most
not
of the
garbage.
other ones, they're pretty bad. Wonder Woman was alright. Is it better than Wonder Woman?
I think so.
I think it's like Wonder Woman was fine. No, I think it's worse than Wonder Woman.
Oh, what do you mean? Worse.
Alright, next topic.
Not as good.
Okay.